Hello YouTube world, we're back again today with another video. Today we're going to take a look at this case behind me. I've had a few friends message me and say, can you have a quick review of your case? What's in there? How'd you build that water loop that you got in there currently? Because as you would know from my previous videos, I'm going to be replacing that with a new hard tube system. So hang on tight. We're going to have a good look at this and see what we can discover. So here's this machine itself. So we're going to go ahead and pull off this clear unit and just take a quick squeeze inside and just have a look at some of the bits and pieces that we've got going on in there. So this is all going to change probably in the next 2 to 3 days. I'm hoping to put the new loop in over the weekend, but being my birthday, can't guarantee that's going to happen, but we'll see how we go. All right, let's have a look. All right, so the case, this front screen is held on with a couple of screws, thumb screws at the back. So I'll just go ahead and take them off. I've already taken one off already, so it's just a bit quicker and easier to take off. So I always do that. Love dropping my thumb screws. Anyway, just so this just slides off. You push back and then basically lift up at the top, and you pull her off like so. Put that away somewhere nice and safe where you're not going to tread on and break it, and then we can have a look inside the system. Now, as you can see, terrible cable management because this was just a temporary setup, guys. So please don't hammer me too much about that poor cable management. Anyway, so the case itself is the Thermaltake View 37 ARGB. Very nice, sleek case. As you've seen, it had the clear gull wing on the side to give you the full view of the PC, which is excellent. At the front, have two 200mm fans and a 120mm fan at the back there. These two front fans and the rear one are obviously all RGB, controlled by a little switch up the top here. By pressing this, you can cycle through the colors and then different styles. I think there's about 4 or 5 different styles that you can cycle through, obviously whatever floats your boat. If you do have a compatible motherboard, you can plug in the sync cable from the unit itself into your motherboard and control it with software. But unfortunately, my motherboard, which is the MSI Z370 Sly Plus motherboard, doesn't support the 5-volt plug, unfortunately. So just keep that in mind if you do go down that path. Right, guys, we have the front cover off now, so we're going to have a quick peek inside the system itself. So, as I mentioned, this pump was bought off Alibaba just to trial the system to see, one, how it would go, and two, what it would do for a cheap water pump. And you know what, it's a little bit noisy, vibrates a bit, which I think most of the noise is driven from the vibration, but it actually does all right. It hasn't stopped working, which is great. Yeah, so there's that. It cost me about 30 bucks. The radiator I used is off of a Corsair H100i all-in-one cooler. The cooler pump block combo died, so I decided, you know what, I'm going to give this a try, and pulled it all apart and repurposed the radiator to go with this soft tubing custom water loop that I've built. The tubes themselves I bought from Bunnings. Cost me, I think it was about 10 bucks for about 5 meters worth of tubing, so no issues there. And attached them to the what do they call them, the barb fittings with hose clamps. Doesn't look great, but you know what, works a treat. So I'm happy with the way it's working. The block itself is a block that I purchased off of Gumtree. It is a EK Supreme water block, quite an old water block, but does an amazing job. Fully copper underneath. Has distro plates inside that you can change for high flow, low flow, normal flow, I guess, and whatnot. Underneath the block itself is the Core i7 8700K. I have that running at 5 gigahertz on all cores at the moment, which very happy with. Idle temp sits around about the 30-degree mark. And then if we run some benchmarking through AIDA64, we're sitting at about 78 to 80 degrees after about half an hour. So that's a pretty good result if you ask me, especially with this dodgy, well, not dodgy, but aftermarket repurposed radiator. Graphics card, as you can see, is the ROG Strix Asus GeForce RTX 2080 8GB gaming card. Does amazing for all the games that I've tested and played. Not that I have a lot of time these days to play games, but you never know, we might throw some more out there on the channel when we get a chance. The motherboard is, as I said earlier, is the Z370 Sly Plus. Decent board, does a good job. It's a little bit old now, but it's all good. The RAM is the 2 8GB sticks of the Ripjaws I think it's 3000 megahertz or 3200. Can't remember off the top of my head. And we have all powered by the Silverstone 850 watt fully modular PSU, which this thing's would have to be at least 6 years old, 7 years old, and it's still powering and doing great. So haven't replaced that and don't plan on replacing it unless it dies. So guys, that's pretty much it for the case itself. Again, dodgy as cable management and all that sort of junk, but this is only temporary. So keep your eyes out for the new hard-tubed water-cooled system that will be built using the Thermaltake Pacific M360 kit. Really looking forward to putting that together. So there you have it, guys. A quick review of the Thermaltake View. Not even a review of the case. It's just a quick review of what's in that system before she gets all changed over this weekend, hopefully. Can't guarantee that it'll all be done because knowing my luck, something will go wrong with the hard tubing, being my very first time. But we will begin that this weekend. So once we're finished building this bad boy, we need to give it a name. So not too sure what we're going to name it, but I guess we'll have some sort of idea when we build it. So guys, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you get notified, and hit that notification bell so you get notified when I upload the new videos to the channel. Give it a thumbs up, bit of love, bit of support, and I thank you guys for watching the video. Take care, have a good weekend. See ya.